Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today's session is a beautiful yoga flow, quick yoga flow, focusing on bringing energy, bringing a little fire for second trimester mamas. So anyone that's in the second trimester where you're starting to feel that little bit of energy start to kick back in, a little bit more pep in your step, and you're going, oh, I think I can actually work just a little bit harder because I feel like I've got the energy and I feel like I want to. So this is what this session is going to be all about, bringing that energy to life and allowing our bodies to move on the mat to build a little bit more fire within mind, body, and soul. Beautiful. All right, so let's start just by dropping in. Come to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like. Maybe it's legs crossed, maybe it's not. You could be kneeling, you can have your legs out, really whatever's comfortable to you. We'll start by taking our fingertips together, palms together, and drawing hands to heart center. Relaxing shoulder blades away from the ears, slight tuck of the chin, maybe you'll close the eyes. And we'll just take a moment here just to drop in. Start to invite deep belly breath, so in through the nose, expanding through the midsection like a balloon. And then as you exhale, drawing the ribs back, softening the sit bones, softening the shoulders from the ears. Inhale, expand, sending love and light to your womb space, to your baby. And then exhale, soften, allow tension to pour out of the body and into the mat. One more deep, full breath. Right, beautiful. Blink open the eyes if you haven't already. From here, we'll start to add movement to breath here. So as we inhale, let's sweep elbows up towards the ears, shoulders up towards the ears, shrugging. And then as you exhale, press away, curving through the spine, coming into somewhat of a cat. As you inhale, interlaced hands, we lift up, look up. As you exhale, you release, interlace the hands behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. And again, so inhale, lift up, shrug. Exhale, curve through, push away. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, release, interlace behind, squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just continue this movement here. We'll do 3 more full rounds. And get as much range as you can. 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Starting to feel that fire within the shoulders, maybe within the spine. A fire, but also with a sense of calm and opening and space. Beautiful. Bringing hands back to heart center. Just taking a moment here just to recalibrate, recenter. Notice any sensations that you feel through the body. Tingles, opening. And then from here, again, blink open the eyes if you had them closed. Sweep the hands down by the sides and we'll land into a tabletop position. So this is a cat-cow. From here, straight away, we'll take a couple of cat-cows. So we're in a tabletop rather, and we're jumping into some cat-cows. So starting the movement from the tailbone, sweep the belly button down to the ground, roll the shoulders, inhale, lift. And then exhale, scoop, tuck, arch. So we're pressing the ground away through the heels of the hands. We're thinking about moving vertebrae by vertebrae through the spine. Slow, controlled movement. Just allowing the body to open and move with the breath. So Exhale, scoop, touch to cat. And then inhale, lift, lengthen to cow. Next time we're in cat, let's hold it there. You might like to come up onto the tips of the fingers just to arch even more. The angriest cat you've ever seen. And then sink the heels of the hands back to the mat if they're not already. And we'll hold a cow. Sometimes it helps to smile in your cow as well, like you're sighing out. Moo. I always think that in my head, but I never usually do it. All right, beautiful. From here, let's tuck the toes. We're going to lift those knees and land into our first down face dog. So you might need to take your hands out just a couple of inches or a couple of steps forward, and we'll start to march or pedal those heels down towards the mat. Just moving intuitively here, so you can rock your hips from side to side. You can nod your head yes. You can shake your head no. And then we'll find our stillness. So your heels might not touch the ground. You might have a generous bend through those knees. The biggest thing is to work towards a straight back. And depending on where you're at within your pregnancy as well, you might find you need to or would like to widen your legs to give yourself a little bit more space to press your body through. So knowing you can always take that option as well. We're thinking upside down V, shooting hips up towards the ceiling as you melt the heart through. And we're thinking pressing hands down and away through towards the top edges of the mat. All right, beautiful. From here, let's inhale. So lift, lengthen. Left leg sweeps up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, let's bend that knee in nice and close toward the body. You might like to help it forward, help it up with the hands. We're going to drop that base knee. Inhale, lifting up. Low lunge. Maybe a back bend. Otherwise, you're welcome to stay through center. Back bend when looking up towards the fingertips. As you exhale, we're sweeping hands back. Maybe slide foot forward slightly as we land into a half split. Balancing is optional. You're welcome to take the hands forward, back, or up. And then again, dropping the ball of the foot, reaching up, low lunge, maybe back bend. Exhale, sweeping hands. Tuck back toes, front foot lifts up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, dropping foot, back to your down face. Take a moment, recalibrate. If you would prefer to take a child's pose or need to take a child's pose, you're so welcome to. Just taking a moment here. And then when you're ready, back to down face dog. If you're not, lifting up opposite leg, so right leg sweeps up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, sweep it in nice and close to the body, or help it forward with the hands. Drop the base knee, inhale, lift up. Heart opening. Exhale, sweeping through, extend front leg, half split with balance. Balance optional. Remember, you've got your option. If you've got a wall near, you can also take hold of that as well. Good, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sweeping hands, tuck back toes, front foot lifts out up and back. Three-legged dog. And then drop it down, down face dog. Building that fire in the body. Take one more breath here. Beautiful. Let's slowly start to walk feet towards the hands, landing at the top of our mat in a forward fold. Again, you might find you would prefer or need to widen the legs here. Give yourself some more space for your midsection, for your baby. You're welcome here to rock from side to side if you'd like. Maybe take opposite elbows. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. The big thing here is just to hang the body heavy There's no tension in the upper body. From here, slowly release those hands and let's peel and roll up to a standing position. So again, you might heel toe, feet back in underneath the hips. And then we're peeling, rolling back up to our starting standing position. Might need to shuffle and adjust a couple of things. From here, we're going to step back our right foot and it's landing into a warrior two. So nice wide stance, heels are in line. We're looking over left fingertips, rolling the shoulder blades back. Generous bend through the front knee. Front knee is tracking towards the toes. Warrior two, strong, grounded. Inhale, reaching up and back. Sun warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, extended. So we're opening up the heart, we're peeling the elbow to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, sweep the hands down, pivot onto the back ball of the foot, extending the front leg, extended pyramid. Now this is going to look a little different for everyone. We're working towards straight legs. We're working towards drawing the chest to the top of the thigh, but you might be up a little more. You might have a slight bend through that front leg, just working on straightening it. You might have a wall. It's going to look different for everyone. Blocks can also be helpful because you can come up onto those blocks. Good. From here, looking forward, bending the front knee, stepping back into our forward fold just for a moment. Again, this is a quick flow, so less holding. And then let's slowly sweep all the way up through center. All the way up. And we'll do the opposite side. So opposite leg, left leg is going to step back. Nice big space between both legs. Heels are in line, shoulders are back and down. Generous bend through the front knee. Powerful, strong, ground. Roll the shoulders back. Zip the core, hug the rib cage in. Inhale, lifting up and back, sun warrior. Maybe looking up. Exhale to extended, elbow to knee. And exhale, slowly release. Hands, frame out that front foot. Maybe we pivot onto the back heel, melting the chest down. Extended pyramid. And know this can look a little different for everyone. Maybe you'd like to increase by taking the hands towards the top of the foot, towards the toes. You can also take a prayer hands. Maybe that back ankle or heel will drop down to the ground if you'd like to as well, and give you a little bit more stability. Good, beautiful. From here, slowly bring the hands back to the mat if they're not already. Bend the front knee, stepping forward and landing back into our forward fold. Ooh, so good. Right, from here, we're going to transition to wide stance forward fold. So step laterally along your mat, so depending on which way you're facing and where you're at. Widen your stance extensively. Slight inwards rotation of the toes. We're going to inhale, lift to a straight back. And then as we exhale, we soften down into a forward fold. Again, everybody's body is different. You might be up higher. You might find you're feeling a bit dizzy. So head above the heart is better. Here is fine. You can slowly walk yourself down to wherever you feel comfortable. If you are comfortable, you can option to increase, take the hands to the ankles. Option to increase is take the hands between the legs. Just take a moment here. Hanging out in your forward fold. As this is a short, sharp, quick, powerful session, we're almost done. Let's slowly start to walk those hands back in through center. We'll slowly drop the knees toward the ground, landing in a comfortable seat. If you'd like a little more, we're going to take front leg on top instead of in front. So front leg is your left leg. We're seating, comfortable seat. If you'd like to take a little bit more, you can bring that left leg up. Brings a little bit more fire into this top leg, into the hip. If this is not cool, doesn't feel good, don't do it. No, so fine. And you can also have feet to the side if you'd prefer as well. Otherwise, we're here. And we're going to take, so left leg is in front or on top. Left hand will create the base. Right hand will come up and over. Back of the palms or front of the palms will touch. And then we'll glue the thumbs to the forehead. And start to add a little breath here. So inhale, lifting up, elbows sweep. And then exhale, elbows sweep down to belly button, curving through the spine. Inhale, lift. And exhale, scoop. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Back through center. Unravel the arms. Relax the shoulders. Cross the legs opposite way. So right leg in front or on top. Check how you feel. Right hand is the base. Left hand comes up and over. Back of the palms maybe or front of the palms. Glue the thumbs to the forehead and inhale, lift. So a lot of moving with our breath here. Again, second trimester, we're maybe starting to feel a little bit more ourselves, a little bit more energetic. Starting to feel like we have this energy that we want to use, we want to burn. A practice like this can help us to bring even more energy to the body. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms. Release the legs. Amazing. Onto your back. We're so close. All the way down. Hug your knees in. Again, widen the legs as needed to protect your midsection. We're going to rock from side to side here. Little ankle rolls, little point and a flex. Especially important to do this throughout pregnancy. Can help to increase blood flow to the lower extremities, can help to reduce swelling. So little rolls, little pumps can be really nice here. Option to stay, or you're welcome to transition to a happy baby. So hands to the back of the thighs or hands to the top, outside of the feet, inside of the feet. A little rock and sway if you'd like to. Happy baby. And this is our last pose before we jump into our savasana. So if there is any other movement you'd like to roll the body through, maybe you'd like to play around with moving the legs in funky ways, you're so welcome to. But otherwise, we'll slowly start to release the feet and make ourselves nice and comfortable on our mats. So allowing your feet to fall out from side to side, your hands to relax by your sides. And if you're not comfortable laying flat on your back, depending on where you're at with your pregnancy, second trimester, it's always preferred to not lay completely on your back and completely flat for a long period of time. But if you feel okay, you can stay here just for a moment. Otherwise, you can also take your savasana on the side as well. So you can bend your knees and roll over, take a comfortable side lying position, which is also perfectly fine. Another option is to prop yourself up with a bolster or a towel. Otherwise, just take a couple of moments here, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, slight tuck of the chin, closing your eyes. Focusing on those deep belly breaths. allowing the body to soften with each exhale. As we know, today's a very quick practice, so we're not here for long. But if you would like to pause the video and take as long as you'd like here in your Savasana, again, second trimester, probably preferred to lift the upper body, the torso, or lay onto your sides if you are taking a longer Savasana. But please take it if you've got the time. Just to soften, relax, release. Maybe listen to a meditation. Let's take 2 more silent breaths here. And at the tail end of that second exhale, let's just take our hands to our womb space. Just giving a little love, a little care, a little moment for the little being growing inside of us. And then we'll slowly start to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. You might like to stretch the hands above the head. You might like to bend the knees if you haven't already, and if you're not already on your side, and roll to your side. Whoop. Slowly pressing yourself up. And we'll land, again, just a comfortable seat. Plugging our hands to our heart center. And closing our practice full circle. Give yourself thanks and gratitude for taking this moment on your mat to bring a little bit more fire, a little bit more energy to your day that will allow you to continue moving forward, onward, upwards, towards everything you wish to accomplish, not only today, but in the future. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you feel invigorated. And yeah, just well done for taking some time for yourself on your mat. You're amazing. Talk to you soon. Mwah.